guys, I'm Sarah Molnar. I am a NCC PT personal trainer, and I'm also a team Beachbody coach. And I wanted to welcome you to my free Eat Clean group for the 5 days, Monday through Friday. Just a couple rules. Please keep in mind that this is a free group. There's lots of people in it, so I don't want any criticizing or picking on each other. I do have 4 kids, so I have to say that because sometimes grown-ups will do that. I am actually in my bedroom right now, so my kids aren't screaming and you don't hear them. But this free group is really about me helping you establish a healthy lifestyle for these 5 days, and hopefully you are able to pick up some information that will help you continue on your journey of a happy and healthy life. So I have some rules about eating clean, and what I establish are rules for eating clean. And any questions that you do have about anything, please let me know. I'm not going to lay out meal plans for you to follow, but I am going to talk about breakfast. I am going to talk about lunch. I'm going to talk about dinner. I'm going to talk about healthy snacks. I'm going to talk about sleep. I'm going to talk about water, because I do believe that eating clean is a very small component of our health. We have to make sure we're hydrated. We have to make sure we sleep well. So I wanted to do this quick video for you so that you're set for Monday morning and you can see this. So I just want to read to you some, because I can't memorize everything, some things that I jotted down about eating clean. So what I want you to do is I want you to eat 5 to 6 times a day. So that could be breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner, maybe a snack, but I'd rather you not have a snack after dinner. I'd rather you leave 3 hours before you go to bedtime. I want your body to go almost into a fasting state, and I'd rather that dinner be low carbohydrate. If it is a carbohydrate, I'd rather it be a healthy carbohydrate that's not going to spike your blood sugar. So something like a sweet potato or a quinoa, which is a type of seed, which is like a rice, a brown rice, something whole grain, whole wheat, not starchy bread or potatoes or anything like that. It's just a guideline. I'm not going to yell at you like I do in my challenge groups, because I am brutal in those, but this isn't a free one. So I'm here to guide you guys, and kind of, maybe I'll just say I treat my challenge groups like they're my children, and I'll treat you guys like I'm babysitting you guys. So you're kind of nicer sometimes to the kids that are over at your house that you're helping out than you are your own kids. So this group will be as supportive, hopefully, as possible. I won't be as strict. Questions I welcome. I do run a lot of challenge groups, accountability groups a month. So if that's something you're interested in, and after these 5 days and it's something you want to do, they are 30 days long, so you can let me know. So eat those 5 to 6 meals every day. I want you to eat every 2 to 3 hours. And I understand, especially teachers and pharmacists and things like that, at least what I've experienced in my challenge groups, that's tricky. So if you can, keep some raw almonds, not salted, not roasted, in your pocket, and that could be a snack, or an apple, and that could be a snack. Anything, baby carrots, anything that's just going to keep your blood sugar stable, and that's what we want to do, because a lot of times people go too long, and it's like a roller coaster, the food, and then bam. So we don't want that effect. We just want to keep it humming, okay? So we want to combine always a protein with a complex carb at a meal, because this, again, helps stabilize your sugar. And I always tell people, like, I love air popped popcorn, love it. But it is mostly carbohydrates. And it's not that carbohydrates are bad for you, but too many will spike your sugar, and we don't want to do that. And they digest a little bit quicker than just like a fat or a protein. So always pair a protein with it. So what I usually do is I'll either have some nuts with it, or I'll have a piece of full fat cheese, not processed, regular old cheese, full fat. That's what I do. Drink at least 2 liters of water a day, but that's my at least. So what I want you to do is drink 100 ounces of water a day. And what that means is that you would finish 20 ounces by 8, 10, 2, 4, and 6. You can break it up as much as you want. I just don't want you drinking it at 9 o'clock at night and waking up in the middle of the night. When you first do it, you are going to be running to the bathroom a lot, and then your body gets used to it. And then, you know, you're drinking 80 to 100 ounces and you're still thirsty, and that's pretty exciting, especially when you work out, because you sweat a lot. And even in the winter, sometimes it's hard to get it down. I have to drink my water lukewarm. I leave it, a Brita, out on my counter, and I just keep filling it. And I forget, so sometimes, like, I'll look at the clock, I'll be like, It's 12:15. I just got to put this back. And I put it back. And I'd like you also to drink a glass of water before you eat. Because a lot of times when we reach for food, we're either bored or dehydrated. So think of that too. Never miss a meal, especially breakfast. And I know that breakfast is tough. I have 4 kids, so I get it. You're on the move. I do drink my Shakeology every morning. That's something I do because it has 70 whole foods from all around the world and protein in it, and it keeps me satisfied until I can have my snack or lunch, depending on how I make it. So think about what you're going to have for breakfast. Hard-boiled eggs are great. Oatmeal is great. Don't add all the fake sugar to it. Add fresh fruit or frozen fruit, cinnamon, some nuts. That's a perfect breakfast. Those are the things that you want to get in. So you might have to get up a whopping 5 minutes before you usually do to make sure your breakfast is set. Here's a cool thing. So I brought this up because I think there's a lot of people that travel. I used to be a pharmaceutical rep, so I would pack a cooler. So if you're in the car, don't give me the excuse that you don't have time, you have to go through a drive-through. Bull. I was there. I would eat in my car. I'd pack my cooler and I'd go that way. Avoid all processed foods, refined foods, especially white flour and pure white sugar. Processed foods are all the packaged foods. I get pretzels are going to come into your life. I get crackers are going to come into your life. Let's start looking at those labels and knowing every single ingredient that we can pronounce. We don't want to introduce high fructose corn syrup. We don't want partially hydrogenated oil. We don't want enriched flour. It's all spiking our blood sugar. Remember, this is a 5-day eat clean, so I don't want to hear it. Ooh, see? I got a little bit like Sarah in the challenge group. Saturated fats and trans fat. I want you to start looking at labels. Trans fats are anything that are partially hydrogenated oil. My little daughter. I'll be with you in a minute. So start looking at partially hydrogenated oils. If they're in there, they won't always list it as a trans fat, and we'll go into that later. Soda and juice. Nope, don't do it. Nope, sorry. The end. Healthy fats. Let's talk about healthy fats. Your nuts, your olive oil, your peanut butter, your almond butter, which is, I love it. Avocado, seeds. These are healthy fats. But remember, they're very calorie dense. So you want to make sure that you're measuring it out. Tablespoons, teaspoons, measuring cups are the best things you can have in your house. You're not going to live that way for the rest of your life, but sometimes we got to get back to what a portion looks like again. Alcohol. That's why I only did this Monday through Friday, because I know some people like to put it back. And I'm not against that. It's just this is your dedication for these 5 days. The alcohol turns into sugar. The fruits and vegetables, that's really what you want to put your focus on. And I know that's like, well, of course, Captain Obvious, that's what we're, But it's really true. I mean, if you pack carrots on your way home from work, you're not coming in attacking the cupboards while you're making dinner. You have to prepare as you, is it funny? Okay. You have to prepare and plan. And because if you don't, you'll fail. I will tell you that right now. And I'm not saying that to be discouraged, but you got to take the time for yourself. Just like they say, you put your oxygen mask on first and then you help your children. You're no good if you're on the floor and it's not working. So the last one is stick to the proper portion size. And I can't emphasize this enough. Be mindful of when you're eating. Put your spoon down, put your fork down while you're eating. Really be mindful. This is a 5-day challenge. So I hope that this helps you for the upcoming week, and every day you'll get a video. And ask any questions. I'm not going to have you list your food because we have a lot of people in this group and I can't comment on all of them. That's what I do in my challenge groups. I have them list their food and then I attack. No, I don't really. But I tell them, take this out, put this in. Take this out, put this in. So if that's the kind of dedication that you're looking for, you could always join one of my 30-day accountability groups. So I hope this helps. Have a happy and healthy night, and we'll chat tomorrow.